I think it's safe to say that you're awake. Well, keeping with our flow this week, you're trying out another new park today. This one, John, I'm actually pretty excited about because I've overheard a couple of the ladies at the Silver Lake Dog Park say the one that I'm taking you to today is their favorite one in Los Angeles. So it's actually in Pasadena. So we're going to be heading off to Pasadena. Is that okay with you? Whenever you're done grooming yourself? Right on. Then what we're doing for the vlog? That'll actually happen tonight. I'm attending the GALA for CINECON 2018. Let's go. Daze with Jordan the Lion, and the Joster begins now. Now that you're filled in, let's hit the road. All right, we're getting close. Well, we've made it. He's ready to rock. Aren't you, Jaw? So like I said, tonight we'll be attending the kickoffs of CINECON, and they have some great guests this year. I know Eva Marie Saint is going to be there one of the days doing a Q&A, and they've restored, I believe, the Jean Harlow movie Goldie, and they have a bunch of Jack Oakey pictures, which is actually how I got invited. My friends at the Jack Oakey and Victoria Horn Oakey Charitable Foundation hooked me up with this because they just know my interest in cinema, and they said you'll love this event. So really thankful to get to attend and get to see all these movies for free for the next few days. Of course, not to mention that it's in the Egyptian Theater, which is awesome. So one of the other great things about this event is that a couple of the movies, they're actually going to have a live accompaniment, live musical accompaniment, which is going to be great because since we're going to this, they gave me carte blanche to film and record everything and vlog everything. He's doing his usual thing where we've been here for about 15 minutes and he hasn't played with one dog. He's just observing, so we'll see if that changes. No. He's over there rolling around on his back and that lady's over there rubbing his belly. He's got it made. Look at him. Everybody loves that little kook. So when I used to have a third shift food delivery job, I used to work for a fitness chef that used to prepare meals all day, and then I would drive around Los Angeles County delivering them from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. I used to come through this neighborhood quite a bit, and I'm going to take you, I've already vlogged it once before, but it was a long time ago, and I know I have a lot of new people watching since. I'm going to show you something very memorable that was filmed over here, like literally not even just a few blocks away. Something pretty epic if you're a comedy fan. Are you having fun? Huh? Look at that face. Are you having fun? Tongue hanging out? Still haven't chased anybody or been chased. Maybe now? Alright, let's roll out of here. I'm going to take us over to what's now a Carl's Jr., but it used to be a pretty famous scene from Carl Reiner's The Jerk, starring Steve Martin. I'm not going to do a whole vlog and whole matchup like I did before because I already did the video. Go check out my Jerk filming locations. The gas station. This is actually where the gas station was when the guy was shooting, the sniper was trying to shoot him from across the street, and those cans were blowing up, and he's going, these cans are defective. The hill where he would have been getting shot at from would have been right over here. Now it's an office space, big building. But yeah, go watch my vlog. I kind of match up where Naven takes off down this street, and yeah, I just kind of show where everything was located and show different scenes from the movie. It's also, I believe, where he invents the OptiGrab, his $1 million idea. Take a look at this. If you look up there where the Obey Andre the Giant face is, you can also see a fist coming out of the wall. Alright, let's head out to the Egyptian for CINECON. Well, that's gonna be us in a little bit, sitting inside a theater, watching greats like those. Halloween sucks. Alright, we have arrived. Alright, we got my pass. We are ready to rock. Oh, you just gotta love the artwork here. Perfect. Kind of a bummer this great fountain isn't working right now. It's gonna be fun because, like I said, we haven't got to adventure into the actual theater itself together since I've been vlogging, so this will be our first time. Look behind the bar. Look at all that great art. Let's check out the special drinks for tonight. Lemon basil champagne, black pepper champagne. Here's our program for the festival, and it's got a listing of everything that's going to be shown. And tonight we are getting the pleasure of seeing one of the movies with a live accompaniment. Now this lovely lady right here in the white is Anne Robinson. She was in War of the Worlds, and I'm hoping to ask her a few questions when she gets a chance. Well, we are so honored today to get to talk to Anne Robinson. And I was just telling you that I was friends with Shelley Winters when she was still around, and I had found out that you started, or maybe got one of your earliest starts, by being her double in Frenchie, and you went on to have an amazing career yourself. Dragnet, War of the Worlds. What was your favorite part of your career? What is it that you look back on and you like to tell people about as your favorite experiences?
Oh, it was the privilege of having a contract at Paramount Studio, one of the most important studios of all of Hollywood. So, and meeting Adolf Zucker. He was over 100 years old then when I met him.
Oh, wow.
It was a thrill to be under the privilege of being under contract to Paramount Studio and a member of the famous Golden Circle.
Absolutely.
The Stars of Tomorrow, which Barbara Rush ended up being the biggest star.
And who were some of your favorite people to work with, or directors, or?
Oh, gracious heavens. I'm terrible at names. I didn't...
Well, how was Jack Webb? I know a lot of people that watch me love Jack Webb.
I adored him. I had the biggest crush on him, and he paid no attention to me whatsoever. But nevertheless, I had the privilege of working with him, and he was a very exciting man. It was... I got to go all through the police academy and become a policewoman. Oh, he was just a charming man. Now,
was that here in Los Angeles, the police academy up at Elysian Park?
I don't live too far away from that now.
Oh, excellent.
I live, yes, inside Elysian Park by the Dodger Stadium.
Now, War of the Worlds has gone on to be a cult classic. How often is that something that people most recognize you for?
I have to laugh. I'm still getting residuals from it. The last residual I had all of $10 from Denmark.
Oh, wow.
Yes. No, it's being played constantly, and I'm so privileged to, and so lucky to be a part of that motion picture.
Now, when Shelley was alive, she used to tell me she was just kind of flabbergasted that her movies lived on, because she said that once they were out of the theater, you just never thought they'd be seen again. Did you ever think that your movies would go on to be as iconic as they have been, and the work you've done?
Absolutely. It was a George Pell motion picture. George Pell was the producer. Of course it was going to go on and be iconic. Everything George Pell did was wonderful.
Now, how were,
famous for his puppetoons.
How were you treated at the studio as far as your dressing room? Were you given the full star treatment, or did you see people that had more sway when it came to certain things than others?
Oh no, this is my first motion picture, and I entered my dressing room that morning for opening day, beginning, and my room was filled full of flowers from the studio. Everyone, all the producers, everybody, all the heads of the studio sent me flowers, and I still have all their cards. And what a thrill it was to be so privileged and so taken care of and so loved.
Now, if you don't mind me asking this, and you can totally not answer, did you happen to have any secret admirers on the sets, or anyone that you kind of developed a crush on while you were working that you didn't expect?
No, not really. No. Paramount was very strict, but there wasn't anyone in particular that I was interested in.
I was just curious because I had read, you know, every time somebody worked with Clark Gable, they said they tended to fall in love with him. Or
well, Gene Barry, of course, was 10 years older than I, and he was married, a lovely gentleman from New York, and we didn't have very much in common. We just, he was an experienced actor and I wasn't. And we got along very well, and then became very close friends years later, 25 years or more later, 50 years later, when his darling wife, Sweet Betty, passed away. And then Gene and I became very close friends and did a lot of things together at the Hollywood Lane Parade and the 50th anniversary here at this lovely Egyptian theater.
That's so wonderful. If you could give any advice to up-and-coming actors, I mean, I know it's a different day and age, but what would you tell them?
Well, now it's very important to study. See, I grew up with the radio. I grew up with a tremendous imagination. Now everything is fed to you, and I'm afraid with cell phones and television that everything is fed to them. They don't use their imagination. I suggest that they start listening, I think would be a good idea, listening to old radio shows and see what it was like, how your mind works. Imagine what's going on, how they're dressed.
Lengthen your attention span.
Exactly. No, imagination is very, very important. You can't get along without it.
Thank you so much for your time. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for this lovely interview. I appreciate it very much.
We popped in the theater a little early, and the live musicians for tonight are practicing. Wow, check out all the detailing inside here. Isn't that great? Oh, there we go. Check those out. Those are great. Let's go take a look inside the theater. Well, here they go. Like the Rage Against the Machine song, Bulls on Parade. They're showing some old pictures from past events here at CINECON, or past years at CINECON. So I'm guessing the picture that I took with Ann Robinson might be up there next year. Who knows? Oh, there's Bob Forrester. I used to see him when I would go eat lunch with Shelley Winters at Silver Spoon. I totally agree. It's shocking. Oh, there's Shirley Jones. Oh, there's James Caron. Henry Fonda, James Stewart, Cary Grant, Anthony Perkins, Rod Taylor, Sean Connery. Who's next on the list, and what's the connection? Oh, there's Pat Boone. Oh, Paul Newman. There we go, the famous Players Orchestra. Tonight only.
Presented to the world the genetic show. Inventors the world over have endeavored to synchronize the photograph and motion picture. Splendid opportunity of future generations to study the great work of today.
So, in that beginning opening montage, you saw some celebrities, some of which you have met before and some you're going to see again. And I wanted to take just a moment because one of our celebrity honorees this festival loves CINECON so much, she wanted to be here for the opening night. So I'd like you all to give a warm welcome to Miss Cora Sue Collins. Let me explain about our opening night this evening. The wondrous intent was to honor, and we will honor, a woman who is about to celebrate her 100th birthday in October. Diana Sarah Carey has come to CINECON, I believe, over 20 times. I think she thinks it's 10 or 12, but it's over 20 times. Many of you have met her and you've become friends with her. And she lives in Gustine, California. And that's pretty far away, but she had every intention of being here, and she wanted to be here. But life does things to somebody who's about to turn 100 that you cannot foresee. And so, knowing that it was very possible she would not be able to join us, but very disappointed knowing what we were running, we wanted to make sure that this happened so she'd know. And our musical director, Scott Lasky, who is probably outside right now, wondering what's happening, did not want to take no for an answer. Scott flew to Oakland, California 2 weeks ago, and he brought a video camera. And he spent several hours with Diana and explained what was happening here. And she was very honored and very touched about it because she's never seen a good print of Helen's babies. Well, he did a video with her. And it was so sweet and so moving. Diana expressed, could you put this and edit it together so my friends at CINECON will know that even though I can't be there, I'm thinking of them. So we're going to show it to you right now. This is Diana's love letter to all of you.
The one and only Diana Sarah Carey. Diana, it is so great to be here with you today. And I think I can safely speak for everyone, your many fans, your many friends at CINECON and everywhere, when we say that we love you very much. And
thank you very much.
And we wish you the very happiest of birthdays on this, your upcoming 100th birthday.
Yes.
God bless you, dear. All the best to you, and
thank you.
Would you care to say a few words to the audience at CINECON?
Yes, I'm very happy to know that I've made this many years. I wouldn't have ever expected to be around 99 years after starting out at 20 months of age. But I'm very fond of this particular film because it's very sharp and it's very clever and it's unique in its own way because one of the great comedians of all time was Everett Orton, and he lasted for so long. It was wonderful because it was like a vacation. It was such fun because he was so fond of me, and I of him. We got along beautifully, and most of that was just really original dialogue because, and we both got into it so tightly, you know, that I say, he moved into films just, you know, en masse. And Clara was very young and very sweet, and it was interesting, in a world of vampires women and lots of makeup and, you know, stuff, she was so refreshingly good and a little girl good, you know, that I couldn't believe that she was in movies because she seemed to me to belong in another world that I'd never seen.
Diana, I wanted to mention it's our great pleasure to perform a score for your film, Helen's Babies. And I think that it would be appropriate that you hold my conductor's baton and wave it around. Maybe it'll give us good luck. Who knows? I need it. Go ahead and wave it around. That's it.
I was never musically instructed, you know. I could sing. Do you know how to do it? And Mother would say, do what? And I'd say, well, can you dance? And I'd say yes. And my mother said, always say yes. And my father did. All the children in films, if you were asked anything, do you do that? Yes, yes, yes. They always said yes. And but I was lucky. I didn't have to climb slowly up I just broke upon the scene once immediately. I really do feel a connection with a lot of people. They are my friends for life and have been all my years. And CINECON is a very good close-up of their lives, of affection for them too. Because I went to I think all of CINECONs over the years. There must be around 10 or 12. But they're a wonderful, wonderful relationship, and that little camera is going to carry that message for you out of here to another place where you can see it differently. But luckily, there's a few of my films left, and they are being cared for, and they are very, like Helen's Babies, which are entertaining still. They have a certain long life that's amazing, longer than mine. And that's a wonderful thing about film. It lasts longer than any of us. And it's a great tribute to be able to be a beneficiary of the recipient of the affection of a group of people like you guys. Yes. And I said, it's adios and not goodbye. Yes. Thank you again for all your thoughts and all your well wishes and all your cards and all of your correspondence and your letters over the years from all over the world, from Spain and Germany and England. And I have letters from all these people.
What he's going to do now, for the first time, I think since 1923 with a full orchestra, we are about to hear the Petite Baby Peggy Waltz. Of their new restoration of Helen's Babies, accompanied by Scott Lasky's assembled score and the famous Blair's Orchestra.
Well, that was magnificent. God, I wish you guys could have seen that. It was incredible.
Has been the head of the Jack Oakey and Victoria Horn-Oakey Charitable Foundation for many years, and it's a privilege to have him introduce this motion picture. Would you give a welcome, please, to Mr. David Sadi?
We try to support every good group there is like this one. And this year we were called by the Motion Picture Academy, kind of at the last minute, to name a room at the new museum. And I talked about it with the other trustees, and we thought CINECON was a much better way to go, not only because of what you folks do, but it was $495,000 less. So this is why we did this. But anyway, Dan asked me to try to keep this under 45 minutes. So, hey, it's your time. Anyway, so what I did was I have everything on the planet that belonged to the Okies. So I went through some things and I found something, and what we'd like to do, what I'd like to do, because they're not here, of course, is to present just a couple of items, and I'd like to do like a quick auction, but all the money is going to go to the CINECON, their efforts. So I'll tell you what I got. This thing. And they're new, never been worn, from the 50s. What? $2. Yeah, okay. This is from Jerry Rothschild, who was a custom tailor in Beverly Hills. And these are two pair of silk pajamas. Brand new. Never been unpinned. What size? $2. Who is this guy? Hello. Thank you. Now we know who you are. Okay. So anyway, so there are two pair. One is brown with white stripes, and the other is white with brown stripes. No, blue and white and brown and white. And to go with them, that didn't excite you. These were a gift from Buddy Rogers and these are hand-embroidered slippers. Oh, hand-embroidered slippers. What size? Dude.
What size could go?
Who cares what size? It's for a good cause. Anyway, see them? So it's a set. Two pairs of pajamas and these beautiful slippers. Can you see them now? No? Yes? It's okay, it doesn't matter. For a good cause. The Okies are going to help out and give $250 on top of the $115. So, so thanks very much, folks. Really appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoy the movie.
Well, gang, we're gonna call it a night here from CINECON. This was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see an interview with the woman who was in the very first picture with Clara Bow. I couldn't show you the movie, but it was really cool to see. She's about to celebrate her 100th birthday. And then the second movie was a phenomenal movie starring Benny Goodman, the band leader, and Jack Okie, thanks to the Okie Charitable Foundation. And I loved both movies, so we'll be back here tomorrow. See you guys then. Have a great night, and good